Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue chapter 4, that is metals and non-metals, with the next topic, that is chemical properties of non-metals. So let's start. Non-metals, when reacted with oxygen, then they form non-metal oxides. For example, when sulfur that is reacted with oxygen, then that form sulfur dioxide. Here is carbon. When carbon that reacted with oxygen, that combined with oxygen, that form here carbon monoxide, that capital C and capital O, that is the formula of carbon monoxide. So carbon that is reacted with oxygen and form two types of oxides, that is carbon monoxide, that is the first one oxide, and then second one is when carbon then that reacted with the oxygen, that form carbon dioxide. So here are the two oxides of carbon. The first one is that is carbon monoxide and the second one is carbon dioxide. And the non-metal oxides are acidic in nature, or sometimes they are neutral. Now the second reaction, that is reaction with water. Non-metals, they don't react with water. That's why a phosphorus, that is a non-metal, is stored in water, because it is very reactive non-metal, and when it is exposed to air, it catches fire. So to prevent from the exposure to air, it is stored in water. Now next is reaction with acids. Non-metals don't react with acids. Now the next property is reactivity series of metals, or you can say that activity series of metals. The arrangement of metals in a vertical column in the order of decreasing reactivity is called reactivity series or activity series of metals. Here are some metals, a table of some metals. They are arranged in their decreasing reactivity. So the first one metal, that is potassium, and this is the most reactive metal, and then sodium, that is less reactive than potassium. So you have to learn this table as it is because this table is very important for the explanation of next type of reaction. And in this table you can see that the last one metal, that is platinum. This is the least reactive metal, and the most reactive metal in this table, that is potassium. So this table that is arranged according to the decreasing order of reactivity of some metals, and this table is called, this arrangement, vertical arrangement of metals according to their decreasing reactivity, is called reactivity series, or you can say that activity series of metals. Now with the help of this reactivity table we can explain the displacement reaction. Here is the copper sulfate. When copper sulfate is reacted with iron, or you can say that when we put some iron nails in the copper sulfate solution, which is blue in color, then what happened? In that case, after some time we will get ferrous sulfate. Ferrous sulfate, that is light green in color, and copper is displaced from the copper sulfate, so and iron that will take the position of copper in the sulfate compound. So this reaction, that will be copper sulfate, when that is reacted with the iron, then what will happen? A ferrous sulfate is formed, and which is light green in color. So we can say that when iron nails are dipped in copper sulfate solution, which is blue in color, then after some time when that reaction that is proceed, then in that case a light green colored compound, that is iron sulfate, that is formed. And why it is happened? Because iron is more reactive than copper, as according to your displacement, according to your reactivity series, that iron is more reactive than copper, so it has the tendency to displace this copper from the copper sulfate, and then ferrous sulfate that will form. Now the next is uses of metals. Metals are made into jewelry, then they are used to make cooking vessels because they are good conductors of heat. They are used to make electrical cables, as they have the tendency to pass the current through them. Then next is they are used for the construction of bridges and houses because of the high tensile strength. Then next one is zinc. That zinc metal is used for the galvanization process, that is used for galvanizing the iron objects to protect it from rusting. Then next one is chromium and nickel, that are used for electroplating equipment. And the last one is metals are used for making different types of alloys. Now the next topic is uses of non-metals. Non-metals are used as insulating cover around the wires, cable wires, electrical wires, and to make handles of cooking vessels, because non-metals that are insulators, they don't allow the heat and current to pass through them. That's why they are used for making handles of cooking vessels and for the insulating the electric wires. The next one is diamond. Diamond, that is a form of carbon, which that is non-metal, and diamond, that is the hardest substance in the nature. So diamond that are used in jewelry making and for cutting and drilling tools, because that is the hardest substance in the nature, that's why they are used for cutting and drilling tools. And then next is neon. Neon is used for electric advertising signboards. So students, I hope that all the topics that we have discussed today are clear to you. So thank you.